Welcome back, everybody. I'm Josiwe, and this is another episode of Let's Play Skyrim. Let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so when last we left our hero at Arancel Ragefire, he had traveled up the path of the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar and met with the Greybeards. And there they had begun his training in the way of the voice and the use of his Thu'um. He learned that because of his dragon soul and dragon blood, he had the ability to learn words of the dragon language. And the Greybeards told him that with that knowledge and years of study, the words could be used to project a shout of power. But as Dragonborn, as the Dovahkiin, Arancel has the unique ability to absorb knowledge and power directly, either from the souls of the dragons he slays, or when given willingly from one of the Greybeards. As a result, we learned a new word, ro, balance, which when added to fus, force, made our unrelenting force shout stronger. And we also learned a new shout, wold, which means whirlwind. So the third and final trial given to us by the Greybeards was this quest, the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. After demonstrating my ability to learn words of power and to shout, the Greybeard Arngir has sent me on a final trial. Retrieve the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from his tomb in Ustengrav, a burial mound in the marshes of Hjelmarch. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. But before we do that, I do want to talk to Arngir a little bit more. So let's see if we can find him. This is Bori. I don't even know if these guys will talk to me. No, they won't. I think most of them are like, you know, silent most of the time. What's out here? Okay, I think I have to put supplies in this basket as well, or this box. Just take care of that as well, yeah. Let's put the supplies there and see if that finishes the quest. Klimek supplies, there we go. Or store, R. There we go, okay. So we'll speak to Klimek later, but first I want to go find Arngir. So let's see if we can... Where would Arngir be? This place is larger than I realized. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is some sort of council room where the Greybeards meet. That's cool. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. There's like there's an upper corridor here, but I'm not sure if there's anything more. Is there? Yes, who's this? Einarth. No, he won't speak to me either. Okay. Let's see if we can find Arngir real quick. Because he's spoken to us in the past. High Hrothgar Courtyard. Maybe he's out there. I don't see him, and whatever that is... What is that? Wow, wow. Okay. That's not cool. That's really cold. Anyway, he's not out here, so... Alright. Let's see where he went to. Who's this? Wolfgar. He won't speak to us, I'm certain. Where's the, Here we go. He must be around here somewhere. Here he is. Okay, he's sleeping. Well, let's wake him up and have words.
Wind, guide you.
What does it mean to be dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve.
Okay.
Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Why are shouts in the dragon language? Well, we sort of know that, but let's see what he has to say about it.
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Wait. I want to talk to you more. I just wanted to get some light.
Sky above, voice within.
Tell me about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Who was Jürgen Windcaller? You said he was the founder of your order?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat.
That's right.
He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
So this is Jürgen Windcaller, who was mentioned in the stone etchings on the way up the path, who pondered for many years and then fought the disputants with silence and won them over. So let's ask him to go a little bit more about the way of the voice.
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Well, I'm not particularly interested in worshiping the gods. I suppose this first option, I'm more interested, or rather, I should say, Adarancel is just basically interested in gathering power for himself. So he's not particularly interested in following the way of the voice, although he does want to learn. So I'm going to ask this. I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn?
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods.
I see.
If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
So there are only 4 of you here.
5. Our leader, Partanax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
You have more to tell me about the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of... Although this gift, true in the contemplation of the sky.
Okay.
Kinnereth's domain. 5. Our leader, when your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
When can I meet him?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Right. Okay. So now we've taken a little bit of time to speak to Arngir
Breath and focus.
and get a little bit of context for ourselves. Interesting, there's a book here. I think it might be appropriate, given that this is seated right next to where the Greybeards sleep, to take a quick peek at this book. Oh, there's another book too. Life of Uriel Septim 7. That's interesting. Songs of the Return. I think I'm gonna have to read both of these. So let's take a quick look at both of these books real quick, and then we'll head over to this ruin wherever it is. What's it called? It's got some weird name. Ustengrav. We'll go over to Ustengrav, a burial mound, and search for the horn. The reason I want to read this, Life of Uriel Septim 7, is because theoretically he was one of the last Dragonborn, or Dragon-blooded, I guess, of the Septim line, and I want to see what it has to say about him. Short Life of Uriel Septim the 7th by Rolfus Hain. Third Era, years 368 through 389. The strategist and conciliator. The early decades of Emperor Uriel's life were marked by aggressive expansion and consolidation of imperial influence throughout the empire, but especially in the east, in Morrowind and Blackmarsh, where the empire's power was limited. Imperial culture was weak, and native customs and traditions were strong and staunchly opposed to assimilation. During this period, Uriel greatly benefited from the arcane support and shrewd counsel of his close advisor, the imperial battle mage Jagar Tharn. The story of Uriel's marriage to the Princess Calavoria is a less happy tale. Though she was a beautiful and charming woman, and greatly loved and admired by the people, the Empress was a deeply unpleasant, arrogant, ambitious, and grasping woman. She snared Uriel Septim with her feminine wiles, but Uriel Septim thereafter soon regretted his mistake, and was repelled by her. They heartily detested one another, and went out of their ways to hurt one another. Their children were the victims of this unhappy marriage. Did I just steal that? I think I did. Oops, I didn't mean to steal that at all. Yeah, I did. I gotta drop that. Okay. And let's put it back where it belongs. Okay. Alright, wait. Okay, now let's continue reading it. With his agile mind and vaunting ambition, Uriel soon outstripped his master in the balanced skills of threat and diplomacy. Outstripped his master? Who is his master? Oh well. With his agile mind and vaunting ambition, Uriel soon outstripped his master in the balanced skills of threat and diplomacy. Uriel's success in co-opting House Hlalu as an advanced guard of imperial culture and economic development in Morrowind is a